We are back with Contradiction. Spot the liar. We just talked in the Atlas building and made ourselves very uncomfortable, and now that we've left, we're gonna go back in. Because that's just how we do things. What do you want from me? I don't know. Sorry.
So the kitchen must be down the corridor there, if what Paul said is true.
Yeah, see, they set me up for that. Oh, and just to make sure... Okay, good. I wanted to see if I was capturing my mouse, and I am not, and I'm okay with that. Hello there, Fakathon. Welcome to the stream. We're about to go down the corridor to the kitchen. We have our investigation icon. Whenever... Why were we flicking over to the DVD? Whatever. Whenever you see the option to investigate, you do it. We are really investigating.
Interesting. Well, there's a TV right there with a DVD player. I don't think anyone will mind if I have a quick look at this.
But it said do not move. We just moved the DVD, dude. Anyway, here's the no disc DVD video. Try a DVD from the pile. You know what? I think I have a better idea. Try using this. Oh, vertical. Look at that. Taking a wallet. Okay. Looks like some kind of manipulation.
Well, that was odd. Looked like someone pickpocketing, but why make a video of it?
That's a very good question. I intend to find out, because I'm a genius, you see. Let's go ask our good friends. Oh. Oh, no, that was it. Atrium. It was the lounge door, right? Oh, and the other one was Paul, that's right. Can I go in? Okay, sorry. Door to the right, then. What?
Feel your soul lifting. Then wait for the moment to break free. Then break free. Excellent.
Well,
Can you come back later, please?
what's going on here?
Breaking the mood.
Please leave.
Sorry, Ryan, there's a few more questions I have to ask you yet, and time's ticking by.
Leave.
Leave. That's amazing. Leave. That's great.
What on earth was that about? Looked like they were burning woolen dolls. A woolen doll burning ceremony. What a very odd course this is.
Yeah, this is a course. I actually kind of forgot that based on that video. Still not doing it? Am I allowed to try the other door again? I can't even try it. I guess I gotta leave. Sorry. Yeah, to hell with it. Let's go... Oof. Where was everybody? Let's try here. Oh, they're kind enough to show me leaving. Even when I teleport. Oh? Because we got a scene. Well, that was kind of them to force me to do that. Got a little inventory item. Now I'll go to where I was trying to go to. Abbey Farm. Doorbell.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Questions. Obviously, we're going to ask about the DVD.
Seen this before?
No, what is it?
Do you recognize it?
No. Should I?
Okay. The burning ceremony?
What do you know about doll burning?
Doll burning? What sort of doll burning?
It doesn't mean anything to you.
No. Should it?
No, that's okay.
So much of this. What the hell are you talking about? Oh, nothing, nothing. Remote control lock. Okay, bye. That didn't really get me anything at all. Bye.
You'll probably be back later.
Yeah, sorry. See ya. Jeez. Let us instead go back to here. Which, oh man, which house? Was it the Brandon house? Was it the bar, was
A
it?
few more questions, if you don't mind.
I freaking love that. A few more questions. So here's Paul. What do you know about the DVD?
Seen this before?
And his house.
The writing looks familiar, but no.
The doll.
What can you tell me about doll burning at Atlas?
Not very much. It's one of Ryan's ideas. My son is under the illusion that he's a genius.
Jeez. That's it? That's freaking cold as ice. Remote control lock? Nothing. Okay, sorry.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Alright, so... the pub? Let's obnoxiously press the bell.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry. Ask Ryan.
Doll burning?
What do you know about doll burning at Atlas?
Only that it's part of the course. I'm not entirely sure what they're for, but I made dozens for him.
You made them.
Oh, Ryan can't make anything. He's practically dyspraxic.
Ouch. Ryan can't make anything. Is there anyone? Oh, yeah, that's
Be back
right.
later on, if that's okay.
There's a couple other people I could talk to about this. And I never remember where... There it is. Simon and Emma. Thank you, map system. Emma. And then Simon in the next room, I'm sure.
Thank you.
You, 3 things.
Have you seen this before?
No. Don't think so.
This is such a dud.
What do you know about doll burning?
Doll burning, I think was something that they did on the course. Simon mentioned it.
Oh, they didn't do that when you were there.
No.
Simon.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Can one damn person tell me about this DVD?
Have you seen this before?
No. Oh, sorry.
Wow. And yeah, Dragon Ace, I think Emma is Bronwyn from Shapeshifting. Detective.
What do you know about doll burning?
Not on the course. It's a ritual thing. It's getting rid of things that you don't need. Throw it into the fire.
And that's a good thing?
Well, yeah, it helps you getting rid of things you don't need, so you can move on, take control again.
So what are the masks for?
They're just to help you get into the right frame of mind. Just get you into the zone, you know, help with the trance.
A trance?
Yeah. It's like self-hypnosis. We do it on the course sometimes. It's just to help you get into the right frame of mind, you know.
So you hypnotize yourself? How do you do that?
Just stare into a mirror and chant something, you know, just say the same thing over and over again. Or you could just close your eyes and put yourself into a trance. Some people can do that.
And that's safe?
Well, yeah. Hypnosis doesn't work the way that most people think it does. You can't just be hypnotized if you don't want to be hypnotized. But you can learn to hypnotize yourself.
What did you say it was called? Auto-hypnosis?
Self-hypnosis, auto-hypnosis, same thing, really.
think Simon was a bit too quick to play down the role of auto-hypnosis on the course. I'll have to ask around about this.
Ah, jeez. Hello there, Jurassic Junkie. Welcome to the stream. But it looks like I gotta make my frickin' rounds again. Remote control lock, nothing. I'll just, Emma's right here. I'll break out the auto-hypnosis.
Do you know what auto-hypnosis is?
It's some type of self-hypnosis, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you ever tried it?
No, I haven't. But I think Kate was into it. She learned it from when she went to Atlas.
And what did she tell you about it?
Not a lot, really. I think it helped her. I think she used it as a sort of self-meditation.
Okay. I think that's about as good as we're going to get for now.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I can quickly make the rounds with James, I suppose. But I also want to see if now that I've hit everybody up, if Atlas is done. But we're stopping at the woods. Damn! Some asshole.
The DVD! That's all they took. Must have been deliberate. Someone clearly wanted that back. Nice and helpful of them to leave a piece of evidence behind, though.
That was very hasty. Damnation. Guess what? I'm going back. No, not Abbey Farm, excuse me. Where did I... Here. I could go behind the Brandon house, but let's just go in for now.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Atlas, but obviously the bag.
Can you tell me more about the auto-hypnosis techniques used on the course?
We don't use hypnosis on the course.
Not at all.
Not anymore.
So, how was it used?
Hypnosis is probably the wrong word, Inspector. It's nothing to do with the trances or things like that. It was meant to force... to help students.
Jeez.
You force them?
You can't force anybody into being hypnotized. You have to want to be hypnotized. It's not something out of your control. You can't be hurt or damaged in any way by hypnosis.
I love this guy's voice.
So you've never put pressure on students to enter into hypnosis?
It would be impossible to do so.
Anyway, obviously the freaking bag I was mugged with.
Have you seen this before?
No, I don't think so.
You don't recognize the shop?
No.
Is there someone else who works at Atlas? Someone who may have been there tonight?
No. There's a cleaner. Comes at strange times, but then he's a strange boy. Work experience.
As a cleaner?
Well, we did try him in accounts, but didn't work out.
Now this is an obscure thing that I probably would not have remembered, but I have a contradiction. He doesn't know where this bag is from, doesn't even recognize the shop, which is incredible because this is a tiny-ass village. I guess that's probably your clue. But if we go way back to the mask, he thinks it's from Monarch Costumes.
Aha. Do you visit Monarch Costumes a lot?
No. I used to go in there occasionally. Why?
But you do know the shop.
Yes, of course I do.
You see, Paul, I thought you said you didn't know where this bag was from.
Well, maybe I do.
This was used to put over my head, Paul, by a mugger. Would you like to tell me something?
Are you suggesting that I had something to do with your mugging?
Did you?
You really ask the most ridiculous questions. Of course I didn't.
So why did you lie about the shop?
Well, I didn't have anything to do with your mugging, Inspector, but I might know somebody who did.
Go on.
Did Ryan mention Jason to you as a cleaner? Unfortunately, Ryan at some point told Jason that the DVD mustn't be removed from the site. So, when he saw you take it, he simply thought that he was doing us a favor by getting it back. He isn't exactly what you'd call one of Darwin's best examples.
Jesus.
So what's on the DVD that's so special?
All right, it was something I did myself, a little stunt I pulled to amuse the students.
What kind of stunt?
I pretended to steal from the students. I emphasize the word pretended. The students knew all about it afterwards. Everything was above board.
Steal from students? Why?
We were doing a piece about pushing the limit, so I decided I would show them how it was done.
But a wallet?
Oh, don't look so serious, Inspector. I returned everybody's things immediately afterwards. No harm done.
And when was this?
Last year sometime.
At Third Eye or Atlas?
Third Eye, I think.
And this was before or after Liam died?
Well, since you'll probably find out anyway, it happened to be on the night that Liam died, as it happens. Before you ask, no, I didn't steal from him.
Do you think it's a good idea to encourage students to steal, Paul?
I wasn't encouraging students to steal. Policemen are so literal. Life is shades of grey, Inspector. Much as the Force might like it, it doesn't divide neatly into blacks and whites. Now, if you don't mind, you're going to have to excuse me for a moment. You know where the door is.
Jeez. As was said last stream, dripping with disdain. My son is under the delusion that he's a
he was
genius.
quick enough to claim he didn't steal from Liam. What kind of stunt was that anyway? And Liam dying later the same night? It's just all a bit too suspicious.
Yeah. Now remember how I was going to go to the Atlas building? I'm going to go to the Atlas building. Oh look, I made it. Atrium. I remember there was the... I can't access Ryan, can I? No, they're still doing their thing. Sorry, I guess I'm out. In that case, you know what I will do? I'll go right back to the Brandon house and I'll go behind it. I can't click on anything here, but... Does this work? Remote control lock? There we go. Not painfully obvious. No, 3 guitars, one with the note.
Those are Ryan's guitars, kept in a garage. Not really the best place to keep them.
I hope they didn't hear me use the garage. Also, I actually want to see if I could talk to Paul one more time, because if memory serves, this is one of the better insults I've heard in the whole game. Can I not go into the Brandon house? Damn. We'll get to it later. Paul is cold as hell about his kid. Anyway, let's go chat it up with Emma.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
The bag, although I don't know how relevant this is going to be. But you never know. Somebody, we were told it was Jason, but somebody at Atlas was relevant to this bag.
Do you know the shop? Have you used it?
No, but I know where it is.
Paul's stunned. That's important.
What do you know about Paul Rand?
Paul the Slime.
You've obviously met him then.
Yes, I have.
What do you know about him committing a fake theft during one of the courses?
What, about him going through people's bags? Yeah, he tried that thing on me as well, weirdo.
So you were at Third Eye?
Yes. Yes, I went there for a few months after college and I left because I hated it. And I didn't know Atlas was the same thing. And I went with Simon.
Does Simon know that?
No. I didn't want to burst his bubble, so I didn't say anything.
So he doesn't know you went to Third Eye?
No.
Ah! So is that where you met Ryan as well?
Yeah.
Ah.
Right. What didn't you like about the course?
Well, it was stupid. They just made you do things to other people and be abusive just to prove that you could, and I absolutely hated it.
What sort of things?
Oh, just stupid things. Nasty things to prove that you could do it. It was about not feeling guilty. And it was horrible. That's why I left.
And is Simon doing all of this stuff now?
No. No, I think they had to stop because it was just getting ridiculous. I think somebody got arrested or something.
Very interesting.
That actually is interesting. The guitar collection, I guess.
What do you know about Ryan's guitar collection?
I know he plays because he tried to buy one off me.
Do you play?
I used to. I used to be in a band, but I was a singer as well, so I got away with it.
Singer as well?
Yeah, I used to sing in a band every night. But sometimes it was in a pub, but usually at Rebecca's.
What was that called?
It was called Blackstone. And this guy from a record company once came to see us, and he said the band was rubbish, but that I was good. So after that, I don't think they liked me much, and then we broke up after college.
Can't hide talent.
Okay, thanks. But actually, we have a contradiction. If we go to Liam's death, which I never freaking asked about.
What do you know about a student called Liam? Committed suicide last year.
Only that I didn't know him really well.
Did it? I'm assuming I asked everything at this point. I can't believe I missed something like Liam's death. That's like a key piece of information, but... Oh, dry loot. Did I seriously not ask her about this?
You know what these are, by any chance?
No. Sorry. I don't know anything about plants or things like that, but you should ask Rebecca. She used to live on a farm. She'd know.
I could have sworn I've asked about this. This is actually kind of bothering me. I could have sworn I asked about this. Yeah, the third eye flyer, nothing? What the hell is this?
Have you seen this?
Yeah. It was all over college last year. James made it. Idiot.
So you don't agree with what I'm saying?
No, I don't agree with anything James says. He's absolutely crazy. He thinks that the government has been controlled by aliens, that we're all bugged. He's nuts.
You know what? Maybe that's my problem. I definitely took this to Simon. Maybe not her, though.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a drug, isn't it?
Yeah, hallucinogenic drug. Ever tried it?
No, I've never taken any illegal substances.
Done. Anyway, contradiction. She did not know Liam very well. However, we just learned from her that... Well, it was, I believe it was... Yeah, the band.
Aha.
That band you sang in, Blackstone. Who else was in the band?
Just a few people from college.
Including Liam?
Yeah.
Why did you say you didn't know him?
No, it's not that. I just thought you meant that I didn't know about his suicide.
Did you?
No, I was away on holiday.
When he died?
Yeah, I only knew him through the band.
What a
She
save.
definitely knows more than she's saying. She was in a band with Liam, but didn't know about his problem. I'm not sure I believe you, Emma.
Now, speaking of which, only knew him through Blackstone. Didn't know him very well, was crossed off. I kind of like that. But was on holiday the night Liam died. And yet, Paul's theft stunt, which he specified, was on the night Liam died. We got that from him. So she was at Third Eye when Paul pulled the stunt.
Aha.
So, you witnessed Paul's money-stealing stunt, is that right?
Yes.
But you weren't there when Liam died.
No.
Don't quite understand that, you see, because Paul pulled the stunt on the same night. Liam died later that evening.
I must have got mixed up.
So you don't know anything about Liam's death, even though you were there on that night?
No.
Emma. I think you better explain, don't you?
Well, it was the stupid course, wasn't it?
Go on.
Well, we were all told to do stupid things, and then that thieving thing happened, and so...
Take a breath, Emma.
Liam killed himself because of me.
Why?
Liam had a birthmark on the side of his face. And no one would mention anything, even though we all knew it was there. And they all thought it was ugly. So I thought I'd say something, and I even asked Paul if it was okay to say it.
What did he say?
He said he wouldn't mind. Then Liam killed himself. Liam's dead because of me.
Well, Emma, I'm quite sure you regret what you said, but I really don't think you caused Liam's death. There's always more to these things than meets the eye. It wasn't your fault.
We can't tell Simon, please.
Simon doesn't need to know. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Oh, that concludes the segment. Definitely got some guilt, though.
I suppose it's possible that what she said led to Liam's death, but I really doubt it. I blame the Rands before I blame her.
Yeah, speaking of the Rands, it's been an hour. Are they open now? I keep wanting to go in, please. We can investigate.
That'll come in handy. Don't know why I never remember to buy one.
He smiles, yeah. Is there anything to do here? I'll try the lounge door again. Oh.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do a little bit. Yeah, what the hell was that doll burning ceremony?
So tell me more about this doll burning.
It's a symbolic ceremony we perform every few weeks on the course.
What's it about?
It's about burning your old personality and finding a new one, a better one.
So the dolls are...
You. They represent you from the past. Each doll has a picture of the student as a child or a teenager, and they burn the doll and symbolically destroy their old personality. It's quite simple but effective, I find.
And why did that girl shout?
Because it's an emotional thing. She's quite clearly become very attached to her doll. They do spend the first months with them. We tell them to take the doll everywhere with them before they actually go through the doll burning.
And you believe that's a good thing? Destroying your past?
That look.
Of course it's a good thing, Inspector. We're all shackled to our past, particularly you by the sound of it. Perhaps we should make a doll of you, Inspector, and burn that. What do you think?
No, thank you.
You're
Next
probably
month.
right. I'm not sure it would do any good anyway.
That look. A pain in the ass. Lock. Auto-hypnosis.
Can you tell me about auto-hypnosis?
Well, what would you like to know?
Do you use it on the course?
We dip into it occasionally, but it's not a major feature of the course. I would say that, well, a minority of the students know how to use it, but the majority wouldn't know and have a clue.
It's not a requirement of the course.
No, not at all. We don't ask people to do things that they're not comfortable with. There's no bribery, no coercion. We're thinking about phasing auto-hypnosis out, actually.
What's the reason for that?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, Inspector, it doesn't actually work very well.
But I thought the whole point of this course was to get you to do things that you're uncomfortable with and slowly remove the guilt. Anyway, bag, mugging.
Do you know what this is?
Well, I think it's a bag. Is it a bag, Inspector?
The shop.
Oh, yes, the costume shop. Yes, we used to hire from them.
For the course?
Well, yes. For the course, at the end of each stage, we have a little party, and we ask students to dress up or try acting out being somebody new, their new selves, as it were.
Could you explain a bit more? New selves?
One of the main elements of the course is learning how to act, how to be whoever you need to be in any given situation. I think you'll agree, Inspector, that business is about being the right person in the right situation at the right time. What it does, it helps them to detach themselves, become somebody new, pretend, you know, that kind of thing. It's surprising what a little bit of cross-dressing can do for you, Inspector. You should try it.
Not at this stage.
Not at this stage. Maybe at 10 o'clock. 9 o'clock's a bit early. Paul's theft stunt.
What do you know about your father's money-stealing stunt?
Oh, well, yes, that was something that Dad decided to do as part of the shock aspect of the course.
But he went too far, you believe.
He usually does.
And do you think it did have anything to do with Liam's death?
No. Liam wasn't like that at all. I mean, that was just a simple, unfortunate coincidence. I mean, Liam had his own problems, but he didn't have any problems with the money shock stunt. No.
Okay, guitar. You play?
I didn't realize you were a musician.
Oh, well, I'm not really a musician. I mean, I dabble a little bit. To be quite honest with you,
Three
I'm
guitars.
far more interested in collecting guitars.
You're not in a band.
Well, I did audition. I did audition a few years ago. When I say a few years ago, of course, I mean about 20 years ago. Doesn't time fly?
What band was that?
Oh, I can't remember. Something Stone. Aren't they all called something Stone? Hammerstone. That's it.
And you still collect?
Not Blackstone?
I haven't bought a guitar for over a year. I feel I've moved on.
Well, I know that you bought from Emma, but anyway, Emma's guilt.
What do you know about Emma Bowman criticizing Liam before his suicide?
I was there. I witnessed it. Well, I know Emma blamed herself for his death.
Did she?
Well, she was upset and all of that, but I wouldn't blame her, Inspector. I really don't think she had anything to do with it at all.
You don't think?
Liam was a very confident person, very outgoing, very strong individual, or so it seemed. I mean, people are free to do what they like. Even something as irreversible as bumping themselves off. Sad though that is, of course.
Stay classy, stay classy. Red torch, I just found it. Now, I know we have a contradiction, but I want to get more information first, just so I can knock things out. Let's return to... I guess we'll hit up everybody and see what I know. Excuse me, what they know. This family.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
They're both sleazy, but Paul hates Ryan, and Ryan's terrified of Paul. Not that I blame him. Atlas hypnosis.
Ever heard of auto-hypnosis, James? Self-hypnosis.
Yeah?
And what do you know about it?
It's another name for scrying. Some people call it auto-hypnosis, I call it scrying.
Right. So you're saying scrying is just self-hypnosis?
Scrying? You can scry on anything. I don't use a mirror. I can scry watching the clouds. Maybe the water on a lake in the moonlight.
And when you're watching the water, what happens? You go into a trance?
You lose yourself in your unconscious. You go deeper and deeper. You swim around. Try not to go too deep. Because if you go too deep, you start drowning. And you get dragged down to the bottom. As long as you stay swimming, come to the surface again. Then you wake up and see the world as it really is. It's like a journey to a place people talk about, but no one's ever seen.
That background is great.
You're thinking about Kate, aren't you?
What makes you say that?
She bought a mirror. Sold her one last year.
Was she into using mirrors like that?
No idea. But she bought one.
Right.
Okay. Bag.
Seen this anywhere before?
Nope.
Bye. Bag theft. Yeah, he wouldn't know about this. Red torch. Emma's guilds. Guitar. Okay, we're done with James, I guess.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Be back later on. Let's hit up Simon. I think Emma, we're pretty much... I don't know how much we could get out of Emma, really. I'll check Emma if there's like one more thing, but we're probably going to be talking to Simon.
A few more questions, please.
Questions. Yeah, no, that's it. Alright, Simon.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
We have a little bit to work with. The bag.
Seen this? You know the shop?
Yeah, I know the shop. I hired something from them last year, I think.
This is for a party, I assume.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. The theft?
What do you know about Paul stealing money from students? Part of a stunt or something?
What, did he do that? I've never heard about anything like that. No, it might be part of the risk-taking thing, though.
Explain that.
Well, it's part of the course. You have to do something dangerous or risky, something you wouldn't normally do.
Something dangerous?
Well, not dangerous, just risky. Like saying something you wouldn't normally say to someone, or doing something unusual.
Like stealing from other students?
Well, we didn't do anything like that, but you have to tell everyone at the end of the course anyway. And you're not allowed to do anything that would hurt or offend anyone, or you're not allowed to do anything really bad. It's all pretend, really.
It seems a bit odd for a business course.
It works, though.
Hello there, Winterburn. Welcome to the stream. Emma's Guild. Yeah, I like that. I've promised not to discuss it. Guitar collection, though.
What do you know about Ryan's guitar collection?
Well, not a whole lot. I know he brought a guitar to one of the groups once, at the end of one of the stages. That's the only time I've seen him with a guitar.
We can leave now, and there should be something new for us.
Thank you.
As things develop. So... which road is which? Yeah, this is West Street. West End Street. Okay, that might be it. Yeah, if I go left down it... yeah, there's nothing here. This just might be it for now, but I do have more to work with. Let's go to the pub. There were those shelves that were super dark that I need a flashlight to check in, so I can do that, but I'm going to hit up Emma for information first. So, doll burning, auto-hypnosis.
Do you know anything about hypnosis used on the Atlas course?
Are you sure you mean hypnosis or the power of persuasion?
What's the difference?
Not a lot. But if you want someone to do something, it's usually easier to ask nicely.
Atlas used persuasion techniques.
Well, don't all businesses use it, Inspector? Ever heard of advertising?
Touché. The bag.
Have you seen this before, anywhere?
Well, I know the shop. Costume shop just outside the village.
Ever used it?
Not personally, but I think Ryan might have.
The theft.
Did you know about Paul's money stealing at Atlas?
Are you talking about a particular incident or just in general?
It's something he did on the course. Stunt.
And what did he do exactly?
Oh, well, he pretended to steal from the students.
That doesn't ring a bell. Paul's stunts usually involve throwing fancy dress parties with scantily clad girls or women dressed as nurses. That's his usual fetish.
Paul, though?
When was the last party he threw?
Sometime in the summer. I didn't stay long.
Dragon, yes, we did ask her about the plants for sure. I think I flaked with Emma because she and Simon are in the same house. But if I go to the plants section here, where are ya? Dried leaf. Yeah, we got this. We got this. Emma's Guild, yeah, wouldn't ask. Guitar collection.
Does Ryan play the guitar?
He tries. He does keep wasting money on them.
He tries.
I think he believes if he buys the right one, he'll suddenly turn into Jimi Hendrix. It's sad, really. I just let him play in his room. As long as he plays in there, I don't mind.
Yeah, regarding the guitars, Paul has one of the sickest insults about Ryan. It rivals he's under the delusion that he's a genius.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Okay, let's go left to the restaurant. That never even occurred to me. Is there anything here? Yeah, no. Okay. Leave. But now we can investigate the shelves behind the place because now we have a working flashlight. Or, this is a British game, torch. An electric torch. So, enter the outbuilding. Right. Inventory, red torch. Try using it. Hey, look, I can see things. Devil worshippers.
And there's the mask symbol again. Looks like someone's been trying to make a point.
Alright, I'm out of here. Let's go back to the Eden Lodge. Actually, I have slight new evidence.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Car photos, please.
Do you know anything about these?
Nope. Sorry.
Cool story, bro. Bye. Sign in.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
How about you, buddy?
Have you seen these before?
No. Don't know the car.
Well, okay.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I'm going to save Paul for last on this one because it's just too delicious. I'll go back to Abbey Farm, though, and hit up James one more time for one little brief thing.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Know anything about these?
Nope.
Wow. Shot down.
That's it for now.
See ya. Alright. Now... West Street. Down it. Is there anything now? Still no. Get the hell out. Back to Ryan. Atrium. Lounge door. Oh, I can try the door on the right now.
Questions, if that's okay.
Okay. Photos.
Do you know what these are?
Oh, yes, that's my old car. It was vandalized. I took those for the insurance company. Where did you find those?
At the pub. You know who did this?
Yes. A girl called Lisa Blint. She was on the course, very strange girl.
And why did she write the words devil worshippers all over your car?
Well, she was a very strange girl. She had a lot of psychological problems. I'm not entirely sure, Inspector. I mean, she took a dislike to the course for some particular reason. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. And she asked for a refund. I declined. And she decided to spray her disapproval all over my car.
Odd thing to spray, isn't it, though? Devil worshippers?
Well, she was a very odd girl, Inspector. Maybe she thought it was a way of getting back at us. I have no idea.
Did Rebecca know about it?
Well, yes, she did, but I wasn't about to unleash Rebecca on her. She can be quite fierce sometimes, you know. And I mean, the girl wasn't vindictive. She had psychological problems. She lives in the village, actually. The run-down house at the end of the lane. Can't miss it.
Really? Right, thank you.
This is what I was trying to do before.
Thank you. Probably be back later. Could that be where Lisa lives? Run-down house at the end of the lane. That's what Ryan said, wasn't it?
Let's go. I hope I don't have to ask her everything, because now I actually have a list.
Is it Lisa?
Yes.
Inspector Jenks, I'm investigating an incident in the village. I wonder if I could ask you a few questions.
What sort of incident?
I'd rather come in and discuss it if that's all right with you. I promise I won't take long.
Well, we'll see about that.
Thank you. I'll just go in here, yes?
I have to go out in a minute.
Oh, look, I can come back later.
I might not be here. What did you want to ask?
I just wanted to ask you, did you know Kay Vine?
No.
Right. Well, I heard that you're familiar with Atlas, the life skills training company.
What do you want to know about Atlas?
Well,
If I were to do
heard you
this,
reacted badly to it.
Of course I reacted badly. So would anyone.
Now, why do you say that?
Because they're devil worshippers.
Devil worshippers.
They're making demons appear. They're tricking everybody. They're getting people to join up, then they're putting demons inside them. You can see them.
See who?
Demons.
Where could you see them?
In the mirrors.
At Atlas.
Any mirror. You can't get rid of them. They stay inside you.
So, how did you get rid of them?
I didn't.
You still see them?
I just don't look. I put all the lights on. I make sure it's all bright. I put them on when I need to look in the mirror. If I make sure everything is bright, I just see myself without seeing the other person.
Who is the other person?
She's like me, but older. It's like her eyes sink in. She's all wrinkled, with a wrinkled mouth. Like she's dying. And then I realize I'm her. I'm not me anymore. I'm her. I'm sorry, I have to go now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What a very fragile and disturbed person, and utterly convinced that Atlas are worshipping the devil. How are Ryan and Paul going to get out of this one?
I will remind you, this dev made a horror game with, like, that has potential. Anyway, now that I've gotten that talk from Lisa, let's go right back to Ryan with that devil worshipper business. I was just waiting for a jump scare to happen. I was waiting for this game to suddenly go into supernatural territory. Didn't happen, though. But you never know.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
So we got Lisa's accusation, of course.
Has devil worship ever been part of the course, Ryan?
Am I correct in assuming that you have spoken to Lisa Blind?
You would be. She's been telling me all about the Atlas obsession with Satanism, Ryan.
Then if you've met Lisa Blind, then you will have worked out for yourself that she has a very vivid imagination. She also has psychological problems, diagnosed psychological problems, as a matter of fact.
So where did she get the idea that you lot were, devil worshippers?
I really have no idea. The girl is insane. She's frightened of her own shadow, bless her. She actually thinks that demons are possessing her even now. You really can't trust a word she says.
So you are saying there has never been any devil worship at Atlas?
I don't even know what devil worship is, Inspector. It's not something I particularly know anything about. I certainly don't recall anyone ever having worshipped the devil at Atlas. We even tried to help the poor girl by paying for some treatment, but she didn't want it.
Really?
It's not easy to offer someone help when they think that you're the problem.
That's a good point. However, we got a little bit of a problem, because if we go way back, the black scrying mirror, we had a talk with this a long time ago. He was all into black magic, not the chocolates, mind you. And then we go back to Lisa's accusation. Doesn't know a thing about devil worship.
So, you used to read a lot about voodoo and satanic rituals, but you don't know anything about devil worship?
Well, obviously, I just meant we don't worship the devil. We're not devil worshippers here at Atlas, Inspector. Ridiculous.
But the point is, Ryan, that you claim not to know anything about it, but admitted you were obsessed with it when you were younger. Are you sure none of that made its way onto the Atlas course? And that Lisa isn't basing her beliefs on anything within that course?
Lisa isn't basing her beliefs on anything other than her own imagination, Inspector. Look, we do use some techniques that some students find difficult, disturbing. We encourage them to see things differently, that's all. And some people simply aren't up to that. Some people, like Lisa, that's why we introduced the Aptitude Test.
What's the Aptitude Test?
This.
Oh my god, he put down his drink. Everybody, stop the presses.
We ask students to fill in an aptitude test. Medical history, psychological issues, that kind of thing. Any medication that they have used in the past. Any medication that they currently are using. Here, take a look. Basically, it's just to try and make sure that we don't get another Lisa.
Has it worked?
Oh, touch wood, so far, yes.
Can I keep a copy of this?
Okay, we got some information.
I wonder how much importance they actually give to this test. And what are they doing that's so disturbing anyway?
Okay, let's peace out.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
And now we are going to just blast Paul, but that's okay because Paul is going to blast Ryan, because he always does. Viciously.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
So, what do we... Yeah, the guitar collection. This is one of my favorite comments in the game. So cold about his kid.
Does Ryan play the guitar?
Ryan? Ryan couldn't get a tune out of a radio. He's tone deaf.
Okay, so he's never tried to go professional.
If he did try, it was never gonna happen.
That's so brutal. Alright, anyway.
Do you think Emma's criticism of Liam on that last night led to his suicide?
I doubt it helped.
Did you encourage Emma to criticize him?
I didn't encourage Emma to do anything. I merely told her what we tell every student to do, to express themselves as they want to. It would be out of order to criticize them after that, wouldn't it? However, I didn't expect her to criticize his birthmark, if that's what it was. That's a decision she took herself.
So you didn't know her well?
No, not at all.
Yeah, Winterburn, he always looks a bit disgusted when his son is brought up. It's a brilliant piece of acting. The photos.
Do you know what these are?
Oh, this is another cold insult.
Yes, that's Ryan's car.
I forgot this one.
Another toy he managed to ruin.
Jesus!
It was vandalized sometime last year.
You know who did it?
I don't believe anybody was ever prosecuted for it.
Like, damn, come on. Alright, so anyway, Lisa's accusation.
Do you know anything about devil worship, Paul?
I beg your pardon?
Devil worship? Satanism?
Am I missing something here?
I heard Atlas had elements of Satanism on the course.
You were misinformed. We're a training company, we're not devil worshippers. What kind of a question is that?
So you've no interest in the occult?
No, Inspector, I have no interest in the occult any more than I have interest in pole vaulting, cheese making, or snake charming. Anything else you want to know that I'm not interested in?
That's fine.
Jeez. You know what I like, though, is he doesn't always enunciate the last consonant of his words unless he's being disdainful. Like, I'm not interested in that. You know, you don't really hear the T. But then when we ask him about Simon's homebrew, like, I did not want anything. He has stuck his fingers in. You know, that kind of thing. It's just, it's so brutal. Brutal. Nice. Brutal. Beautiful. Atlas Aptitude Test.
Can you tell me a bit about this? Please, it's the Atlas Aptitude Test.
What do you want to know?
What does it test, exactly?
It's a test we introduced to make sure that any students didn't have any major personality problems, skeletons in the cupboard, so to speak. We introduced it because we had a little bit of a problem with one of the students.
Lisa.
You are well informed.
And what do you think it was that disturbed her?
I believe that the course proved to be too demanding for her. We discovered that she had one or two psychological problems and she couldn't handle it.
This guy's rumble in
Did you
his voice,
change
exquisite.
anything else on the course apart from introducing the test?
We increased the entrance age to 21. Well, wasn't much, but it's about the only thing we could do. We didn't want another Lisa. We didn't want students turning around and suing us, did we?
Okay, now it is time to just blast Paul over and over. So we're gonna go way back to something that I would have certainly forgotten. The Freedom Necklace card. Bought a Freedom Necklace for a student, but then whoopsie doopsie, he hardly knew Emma.
You say you didn't know Emma, yet you bought her a freedom necklace.
I don't remember saying anything about buying Emma a necklace.
So you didn't buy her one? So you did buy her one. So that means you must have known her, and quite well too.
Stop making such a big thing about this, Inspector. Look, I've been around a few years. The clock is ticking. And I admit I have an embarrassing weakness for attractive women. It was a stupid mistake, but that's all it was.
So you're saying you tried it on with her?
No, I didn't try it on. I bought her a necklace. I'm not aware that there's a law against buying presents unless, of course, the Third Reich has been elected while I was at a bridge party. Emma was old enough to make decisions for herself. And as a matter of fact, she decided that she didn't want to be bothered with an old fool like me. So nothing happened, no mistakes, nobody got hurt. All right.
Like father, like son. No surprises there. I wonder how many students Paul has tried it on with.
That is a good point. Wasn't there a thing where Ryan tried it on with Emma? Like, jeez, the luck on her. Anyway, going back to... where was it? There it is. The auto-hypnosis. It is impossible to be hurt or damaged by hypnosis, and yet we have a freaking aptitude test because the course techniques were freaking scary and brutal and a girl's screaming while she's throwing a doll on a fire. Don't worry about it, it's fine.
So nobody has ever been affected by auto-hypnosis, except Lisa.
Hypnosis wasn't the problem, Inspector. Lisa was the problem with Lisa. That's why we introduced the test.
But the hypnosis was the trigger, wasn't it?
Lisa arrived on the course believing we were all devil worshippers. She was nuts to start with. We didn't make her like that.
Well, as far as I can tell, Paul, you've had one student accuse you of devil worship and 2 others commit suicide.
Jesus.
Since your students aren't having a very good time on this course, are they?
Nonsense. Kate was enjoying every minute of it. She couldn't get enough of it.
Really?
She was full of the joys of life. Bubbly, confident, flirty.
With who?
You mean with whom?
Nice.
With whom?
Pretty much everybody. Including me, as I remember.
Oh, I do remember that.
Really? And, did you respond?
I don't get into relationships with students, Inspector. Company policy. It's not professional.
Excuse me? Do I need to
Just
bring
an
up...
admission that Kate flirted with him. There's no way Paul would have turned down an opportunity like that.
I know it's a computer game, so you don't know what order you asked questions in, but in the context of the stream, he just told me he hit on Emma. So let's go right back to that. Avoids relationship with students, except obviously not true.
Aha. So you avoid relationships with students, except for Emma, who you tried to date.
Whom?
Inspector, that was a long time ago.
And what about Kate Vine? Did you try to date her or not?
Oh, don't be so ridiculous, Inspector. Kate was an exceptionally clever girl. She knew exactly what she wanted, and she knew how to get it.
You mean that Kate approached you?
It wouldn't surprise me if she was playing everyone in the group. Kate had more enemies than you'd think. She was a very, very manipulative young woman.
That's enough of that. Hey.
10 o'clock, it's getting late. I'm gonna have to pick up the pace if I'm gonna solve this by midnight.
Tell him about Simon.
I really don't think it's my place, darling.
Oh.
I just don't want to tell tales.
Tell him about Simon. You know what happens when you don't do as I say.
Wow.
So it's going to be that kind of evening, is it?
If you play cards right.
Only if you do. Problems?
Jinx.
Inspector. See you later.
Man, Ryan, I swear. Okay, so... Restaurant, actually. I can investigate. Oromorph liquid?
Well, isn't that interesting?
Did that say it was called George and the Dragon? As in, like, St. George and the Dragon? Cute. Anyway, let's hit up Rebecca. Bing! I
Just
love
a few more
that.
questions, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I think we're mostly... Yeah, just a few. Okay, the car photos.
Have you ever seen these?
That's Ryan's car. It got vandalised last year. His camera had been stolen, so I took pictures. God, whoever did it made a mess, didn't they?
But nobody was prosecuted for it.
Not that I remember. The insurance paid out, though.
Okay, more stuff. Lisa.
Have you ever come across anyone interested in or involved with the occult?
As in, black magic? No, why?
Atlas don't use occult techniques or anything like that?
Atlas? Not unless Ryan's got a secret he's not telling me about. Why, who's been talking?
Just a line of inquiry. Okay, thanks.
I would say Atlas doesn't use techniques rather than don't. Atlas would be a collective noun, but if it's functioning as a unit rather than as individuals doing their own thing, it would be singular. Now about its aptitude test.
Do you know anything about this?
It's the aptitude test, isn't it, for Atlas? What do you want to know?
Do you know why it was introduced?
I think they had some trouble with some unsuitable students. I suppose you have to be careful who you work with.
Whom you work with. Alright, so there were prescriptions. A little up front, because that implies I just went back and searched her stuff and took it. Oh, look at this thing that I clearly shouldn't have access to.
The cupboard downstairs. There's a lot of unopened stuff in it.
Is there?
Prescriptions. Made out to you.
Oh, they're just spare painkillers. The chemist always gives us too many. He's a friend of the family.
You know what? I got some bad news. Again, this is a hard one, not because of what it is, but because of how long it's been. The dried leaves, which we have certainly asked Rebecca about, she doesn't take any drugs or medicines. The hell is this? The prescriptions. I could just show you the actual prescription, but anyway, I found it.
Aha. So, you don't take any medicines except for prescription painkillers.
Well, they're not actually for me, they're Ryan's. For some reason, the chemist always makes them out to my name.
For some reason.
He's an old gentleman.
Does Ryan need prescription painkillers?
Yes, he's got arthritis.
Really? He's young to suffer from that, isn't he?
He doesn't have it badly, but he does need medication from time to time.
What medicine is it?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. Ryan will know.
I thought he needed painkillers from all...
prescriptions. I think I might have a word with him, work out exactly what this medicine is.
Yeah. Anyway, I was gonna say I think he needs painkillers for, like, all the burns Paul gives him. There, clever joke, too late. Anyway, let's just get out of here. Simon and Emma. I'll hit up Simon first for a change. Oh, okay. Or I won't. Oh, there's Simon. Hey. Did he drop something?
Bit careless, Simon. Probably nothing important, but at this stage, I need all the clues I can get.
Yeah, Fakamon Jinx's pitch. Does Ryan need this medication? I always love Salvia Divinorum.
Ask about a few more things, please.
I also like just a few more questions, please. So anyway, Simon, okay, we're gonna start with Lisa.
What do you know about devil worship?
Devil worship?
What?
Where?
At Atlas.
Devil worship at Atlas? No, there's none of that.
Okay, well, sorry. The test.
Did you do a test before you started at Atlas?
Oh, yeah. It was all just questions about if I had any illnesses or mental health problems or stuff like that, you know. But they didn't actually ask for any proof, so I could have lied through your teeth on that one. Don't think they actually checked.
Interesting.
Wow. Alright. Terrible. Prescriptions... Arthritis.
Did you know about Ryan's arthritis?
Ryan? He's got arthritis?
Apparently.
Oh, I didn't know. I hadn't noticed he had any problems.
Okay. Your own card.
I think you dropped this outside. Someone you know.
Oh, this is just from some IT guy I met. I don't need it.
Fair enough. I noticed some numbers on the back. Do you need these?
I don't know. What is it?
1905?
Oh, yeah, that's just a pin for something. It's okay, I can remember it.
So not an offshore savings account or anything?
No, it's not important.
Simon is a bit dodgy, but he's the most openly friendly. I asked about that. Okay, the key ring.
Is this yours?
Yeah. That's from my keys. Where did you find that?
Just outside.
Right. Oh, it must have come off when Nathan dropped my keys off. He was borrowing my car.
That's very trusting.
Yeah, I suppose it is. I am a bit too trusting, really. It's a new car as well.
Simon is acting a little dodgy. He owns a new car, even though... Remember, again, not hard inherently, but hard because it's been so long. But his bike, it's the only way he gets around.
Aha. So the bike's the only way you can get to work, yes?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the car?
No, I can't drive the car yet, can I? I don't have my license.
Right.
I got a windfall from an insurance payout. Just figured I'd buy something sensible with it straight away instead of wasting the money.
What was the insurance payout?
It was for a laptop that got stolen down at Atlas.
At Atlas?
Well, they didn't break in. I think they just walked in and took it. The laptop was in a storeroom, but I think the lock was broken, to be honest.
Doesn't sound like they're taking their security very seriously.
Actually, it got a lot better after that.
Think I'll check it anyway.
Must have been a very nice laptop to be able to buy a car with the insurance. Or a very cheap car. Might have to have a talk with Ryan about his security measures.
Did he buy it secondhand or something? 'Cause, like, can you buy a car without a license? Will a dealership just do that? That seems weird all by itself. But anyway, we're done with this. I'll hit up Emma for...
On, if that's okay.
Oh, and Dragon Age, you're asking the same thing, yeah. Yeah, I missed some stuff with Lisa. Alright, I'll catch up with some information.
Have you ever heard about there being devil worship at Atlas?
Devil worship? No. Definitely not. Who said that?
It's just something I heard. Okay, thanks.
Do you know about any usury laws? What? Use your... What? Oh, no, never mind. It must have been something I made up. So aptitude test.
Have you seen one of these before?
No, not this one exactly, but we had to fill something similar in on the first night at Atlas. One of those aptitude tests. Fitness and stuff like that.
Alright, we're getting through this quickly. Prescriptions. Arthritis.
Did you know about Ryan Rand's arthritis?
Arthritis? I didn't think Ryan had arthritis.
Okay, quick. Business card.
Have you seen this before?
This.
Nope. Sorry, never heard of him.
What did that say? Aztec? Yeah, that's cute. Dropped key ring. The business card. Okay.
What do you know about this?
This is Simon's. I bought this from when we were on holiday. Has he lost it?
He dropped it.
He can't keep anything.
Well, got that back. The laptop.
Did you know about Simon's laptop being stolen?
Yeah, because it had all my college work on it, which I hadn't backed up or saved. Not that it mattered much, but I did buy a new one. And Simon uses it now, when I let him.
Alright, I think that's all we can get from this. All we can get from this.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I'll hit up the farm, I guess. I don't think we're talking to Lisa anymore, but I'll hit up James. I'm just going to get all the information from everybody so I can just knock it out.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Accusation.
Do you know anyone who is interested in or involved with devil worship?
Have you met Lisa?
Which Lisa are you talking about?
Mad Lisa, lives on her own, doesn't like mirrors.
Yeah, I've met her. You think she's mad?
You can't look at yourself in the mirror without seeing ghosts. You've got problems, don't you think?
How do you know her?
She came to the farm for some eggs a couple of times. Got talking to her once, that's all.
And what did she tell you?
Nothing much. Except she thought the devil was after her.
What did you tell her?
Told her the devil needs a good reason to be after you. But she was just like most people, really, blind to herself, except she's more extreme. That's all madness is. Being blind to yourself.
Aptitude test. Yeah, he wouldn't know because he was dealing with third eye. Prescriptions. This is a quick one. Business card.
Recognize this at all?
Yeah, he fixed my laptop.
Does he live locally?
I think so.
Okay, bye. Keyring.
Seen this before?
Don't think so.
James is like the quickest interviewee. He has so many answers. It's just no. And a laptop. Okay, bye.
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
I don't think I'm going to get much more out of Rebecca, so I'll head over to the pub because I'm going to have like maybe 2 questions for her. It's just that we got to go in the pub and ring the bell. It's just annoying enough. Bing.
2 more questions, please.
Questions. Yeah, just the business card and the key ring.
Have you seen this before?
No.
Wow. 1 question.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
Wow. Okay, I'm glad I made the rounds. Bye.
I'll probably be back later.
Paul just for fun, because I'm ultimately going to see Ryan.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Ryan's arthritis. Oh, this ought to be good.
When did Ryan begin to suffer from arthritis?
Ryan doesn't suffer from arthritis.
Really?
The only thing that Ryan suffers from is a pathetic inability to deal with any kind of discomfort.
Jeez.
He pulled his back sometime last year. Since then, he's going around telling everybody he suffers from arthritis.
I thought he had medication for it.
Oh, he only has medication because his GP, who is almost as dysfunctional as he is,
damn,
keeps prescribing it for him.
So you don't believe he really has arthritis?
Not at all.
Wow, Paul. Tell me how you really feel. Business card?
Do you know who this is? Dean Hayfield, Aztec.
Sorry, never heard of him. We have some prisoner of sort who does our IT. Large guy. No manners.
Okay. Yeah, Winterburn. I wonder where he got a sensitivity to discomfort growing up with you, Paul. For real.
Seen this before anywhere?
No.
By Simon's laptop. This is actually something that we could get elucidated on.
And what do you know about Simon's laptop being stolen from Atlas?
No, I wasn't happy about it.
What did you do about it?
Ryan paid a con man to install a complicated CCTV system at twice the price that it would probably have cost. Seemed to do the trick, though. We haven't had a theft since.
A Dragon Ace. I don't think he means so much an IT guy as a prisoner as they have like an ex-con guy doing IT, which I still find a little weird, but alright. That'd be amazing, though, if that was just the big piece of information, like the big reveal. Oh, we keep our AT guy literally prisoner. Let's chat it up with Ryan. He's the last guy left. What else can I do? Time to blast Ryan. With his freaking arthritis.
If you don't mind.
I was actually impressed that Paul was able to say, oh yeah, he claims arthritis, because I was waiting for the big reveal that Rebecca's just straight up lying. Nope, no arthritis, it's her drug. But new. Okay, let's catch up. Prescriptions?
Do you know what the medicine in the cupboard at the pub is for?
You'd better ask Rebecca about that. I'm not exactly sure what's in there. She tends to keep her wares under lock and key. Do you know, our wedding night was quite a surprise.
Wow, dude. I know I saw you at the bar, but like, alright. The arthritis. Keep it cool, Ryan. Keep it cool.
Tell me about your arthritis.
Oh, you found out about that. Well, yes, I'm old before my time.
It's very unlucky to have it so young.
Well, I take a lot from life, Inspector, and sometimes life likes to give you a little bit back. I mean, it's not too bad, it's not too debilitating. It's mainly some in my right hand, some in my left hand. It's not particularly a problem. Makes it difficult to hold small things, though.
What do you take for it?
I get a prescription painkiller.
How often do you need that?
Not often, as and when. I keep some here, I keep some at home. It's not a problem.
I'm assuming by difficulty holding small things, you mean considerably smaller than that glass that you endlessly hold. Okay, business card time.
Know anything about this?
No, I don't. I'm sorry. We have our own IT chap. Lovely chap, in fact. Fat and sweaty, though. It's like a double act, doesn't it?
No manners. I love that he's always sipping when he talks to us. He's just endlessly drinking from that infinite glass. Keyring.
Have you seen this before?
No, sorry.
Wow. Stolen laptop.
Were you at Atlas when Simon's laptop was stolen?
Oh, I believe I was, yes. He was taken from the storeroom in the hallway.
Was it ever recovered?
No, we didn't catch anyone. We're quite exposed out here. Somebody could just have wandered along the lanes, seen into the storeroom. It's not particularly secure. They could have been in and out within minutes. That's why we advise people to keep their valuables with them. You can't be too careful these days, Inspector.
Alright, so I'm going to do our last set of contradictions, conclude the hour, that'll end the stream, but we have a 1-2 whammy with Ryan. Let's go way back to Salvia Divinorum. No drugs or alcohol. Although actually, no, even better, no medicines. No medicines on site, because there's his freaking medicine. He keeps his painkillers at work and at home.
So, you don't keep any medicines on site at Atlas?
No.
Except your prescription painkillers.
Well, these are not available to the students.
But they are kept on site.
Yes, but they're locked away. They're kept in the storeroom. Nobody would have access to them.
You're sure about that?
Absolutely sure.
What are the painkillers, Ryan?
They're painkillers. Just painkillers. Normal painkillers.
Paracetamol, codeine, morphine.
Well, all right, they're morphine tablets, yes.
Oh, really?
All right.
Come on, Inspector. I know what you're thinking, but there's no way Kate could have had access to them.
Because they're in the storeroom.
Well, not just that. She wouldn't have even known about them, or where they were.
Sure about that?
Yes.
I really love
So
when
it is
he's...
morphine Ryan's taking. The pieces are starting to come together.
I really
just have
love
to
when
work
he's
out how
called
Kate
out.
got hold of it. If it was Ryan's morphine she got hold of course.
But I love it when he's backed into a corner and has to come clean. All right, it's morphine. Yes, there it is. What? Anyway, we do have another contradiction. Sorry. He keeps the morphine in a secure storeroom at Atlas, and yet the storeroom is not particularly secure. You could be in and out in minutes. Yikes.
Aha. So the storeroom isn't particularly secure, yet you keep your morphine tablets in there. I thought you said no one could get access to the morphine, but they could, quite easily, couldn't they, Ryan?
I didn't mean that storeroom. I meant a different storeroom. I keep them in there.
Okay. So where was it locked up?
Storeroom's twin brother.
It's got a combination lock on it. Nobody could have access to it except me and Dad. Nobody.
I might have a look at that if you don't mind.
Don't mind at all.
Knock yourself out, Inspector.
Locked room, I see. Well, I might have a look around for that. See how secure and combination locked it really is. That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being such a good sport. Let's go up the stairs, baby. This is a weird one, but the business card. Use it. The combo, 1905, right? Remember that? They mentioned it. That was obnoxious.
Welcome to the Mirror Room. This exercise is all about identifying the difference between the image one presents to the world and one's real self, which lies deep in our unconscious. As you move through the network of mirrors, practice seeing yourself as a stranger.
So weird.
The more you separate from your persona, the more aware you will become of your true desires and ambitions. Chant with us. I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself. I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself. I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself. This exercise involves the use of liberation masks. You have now completed Module 1. Module 2 covers boundary testing, threshold testing, and extreme testing. Please read the notes carefully before attempting the module.
Remember, this company made a horror game. Imagine the potential. Anyway, I'm getting the hell out. That's freaking creepy. Key in the combination, they just let me do it now. I like that. Now, let us go away back to Simon to conclude this chapter. And I guess I'll hit up Emma first just to knock a clue out.
Questions, if you don't mind.
A few more questions. Mirror room.
Do you know about the mirror room at Atlas?
Mirror room. No, I heard about it, but I think it was only for the students later on in the course. Something like that.
Okay, done. Simon.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Now this is going to be suspicious, because this one was definitely telegraphed.
Do you know about the mirror room at Atlas?
Yeah.
What's it used for?
But it's mainly for the auto-hypnosis module. You go in and you stare into the mirror and you go into a trance. Then, when you're ready, you come back out.
So you just go in whenever you want to?
Oh, no. There's certain times when you're allowed in, and only they know the combinations anyway, so you can't really get in.
You don't know the combination?
No.
And that's the big one. The business card is the combination that, I'll remember it, it's some little thing, who cares, versus, how am I supposed to know about how to get into the mirror room? So you didn't know the combination to the mirror room, and yet it's written down on your business card, to the point where I was able to make use of it. You wrote his pin in the back of the card.
Aha. So you didn't know the combination to the locked mirror room?
Nope.
Except you'd written it down, hadn't you? This is the combination to the mirror room, Simon, that you wrote.
That look. Ah, damn it.
It's a combination.
Yeah.
You see, this sort of thing makes me suspicious, Simon. What were you doing in there that you didn't want anyone, including me, to find out?
It's just part of the course, isn't it? I just wanted to go in there when I was ready.
On your own? You didn't give the number to anyone else?
No.
Simon, there was morphine kept in that room that might have played a part in Kate Vine's death. Did Kate have the number?
Yes, okay. We both went in.
Together?
We were trying to outdo each other. We both tried to morph in.
What do you mean, trying to outdo each other?
It's part of the course. To see how far you can push yourself. To see if you can do something you wouldn't normally do.
When was this?
A few months ago.
How often did you try it?
Only that once. I'd never do it again.
How about Kate?
I don't know. Sorry.
Okay. I think we were supposed to solve this at midnight.
Morphine. But what exactly does this testing involve? Could this have been what killed Kate? 11 o'clock. Just an hour left to solve this thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be terribly long till the end of the game, but probably too long to do in a single stream. Next time, I think we're going to wrap this up once and for all. But for now, thank you very much for watching the stream and have a wonderful night.